Hi there, Richard again. Okay, so we're carrying on from yesterday and going through a bit more of First Chronicles chapter 21 after David's taken the census and he's chosen for the Lord to punish him with a 3-day plague. And so if we go to verse 14, it says, "So the Lord sent a plague upon Israel, and 70,000 men of Israel fell. And God sent an angel to Jerusalem to destroy it. As he was destroying, the Lord looked and relented at the disaster, and said to the angel who was destroying, 'It is enough. Now restrain your hand.' And the angel of the Lord stood by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. Then David lifted his eyes and saw the angel of the Lord standing between earth and heaven. Big angel, having in his hand a drawn sword stretched out over Jerusalem." That's a really big angel. "So David and the elders, clothed in sackcloth, fell on their faces. And David said to the Lord, 'Was it not I who commanded the people to be numbered? I am the one who has sinned and done evil indeed. But these sheep, what have they done? Let your hand, I pray, O God, my Lord, be against me and my father's house, but not against your people, that they should be plagued.' Therefore the angel of the Lord commanded Gad to say to David," it's the angel now, "to say to David that David should go and erect an altar to the Lord on the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite. So David went up at the word of Gad, which he had spoken in the name of the Lord." And then it goes in and talks about David buying the threshing floor from Ornan. Okay, and so they negotiate a bit. Then King David, verse 24, "Then King David said to Ornan, 'No, but I will surely buy it for the full price, for I will not take what is yours for the Lord, nor offer burnt offerings with that which costs me nothing.' So David gave Ornan 600 shekels of gold by weight for the place." 600 shekels of gold, man, that's an awful lot of money. "And David built there an altar to the Lord, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings, and called on the Lord." And this is interesting. "And God answered him from heaven by fire on the altar of burnt offering." So just like what happened with Elijah, with the prophets of Baal on top of Mount Carmel, and also many other times during the different times that the patriarchs gave sacrifices to the Lord, fire comes down from heaven and burns up the sacrifice on the altar of the Lord. That's pretty cool. And then it says after that, it says, "So the Lord commanded the angel, and he returned its sword to his sheath." Fascinating. So I just thought that was kind of interesting, how that played out, that David took responsibility for it, and then the Lord told the angel to stop, and then the angel communicated to Gad that he needed to buy the threshing floor, which David did for the full price. I mean, full price, wow. 600 shekels of gold, okay? In those days, in those times, 1 shekel of silver was about a month's, well, it might have been slightly more in those days. I don't know. How much inflation did they have in Bible times? Interesting question. I don't know. But anyway, in the times of the patriarchs, 1 shekel of silver was a month's wages for one of the people there. So I'm not sure what that would have been. I mean, let's say it's 2 weeks' wages instead of a month's wages. So that's a shekel of silver, and this is 600 shekels of gold. So that's an awful lot of money for a piece of ground, a threshing floor. Anyway, interesting, I thought, all that stuff, and particularly that God accepted the sacrifice and showed that he accepted the sacrifice by sending down the fire of God on the altar. Anyway, thanks for that. See ya.